It's the Colts and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off. And opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know, my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll drop this down to Williams. Second and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Play action now. Mills can't get away, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. But the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. And he's taken down back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The numbers for Williams a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he powers his way up past the 30. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Jaguars had 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A first carry here for Kaneng Nwangu. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game up and out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He has another first down at the Colts 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On 2nd down, Williams. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll set up to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And able to get this to the 31. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, Nwangu. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. And his throw here is incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mills. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. They're scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Back to throw again. Screenplay set up for Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game. I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The throw over the middle, taken in, finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mills on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So we've reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic. Intercepted. And he will bring it back. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll drop to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They'll look to throw here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Shark's got it left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll look to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker. But I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Colts send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, here's Williams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken in at the 22. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Play fake. Mills. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Mills. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mills. Able to find his man, Woods. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll run here with Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Taylor again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Mills to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Colts now down by 6, 90 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mills looking to throw it. Open man right side is Tony. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mills back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Here's Mills. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. One last shot from Mills. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, the touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Colts, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3.